Protecting my peace for so long, a little too good, now I'm so low. Watching reruns of the same shows. Almost every party I'm a no-show. Even with green lights I don't go. Never been sure, no I don't know. How does everybody else let go of the ego? Don't go out nearly as much as I should. Barely know the way around my neighborhood. I'm ruminating, I feel no good. Not living life like I know I could. Like I know I could. Like I know I should. Like I know I could. Like I know I could. Like I could. If you would show me, yeah. If you would show me, yeah, yeah. If you would show me, yeah, yeah. I spent so much time daydreaming. Now I don't know how I'm feeling. Don't know who's the real me. Might need my help and I thought I needed. I can see it. Need more healing. More believing. Less deceiving. I don't go out nearly as much as I should. Barely know the way around my neighborhood. I'm ruminating, I feel no good. Not living life like I know I could. Like I know I could. Like I know I should. Like I know I could. Like I know I could. Like I could. If you would show me, yeah. If you would show me, yeah, yeah. If you would show me, yeah, yeah. I might need therapy too. Help dilute all the bad news. Cause I just can't deal with the lose-lose situations you have to go through. I think I need therapy now. Recycling all the same doubts. Heard it a million times. Cause I tell myself all the same lies. I might need therapy too. Help dilute all the bad news. Cause I just can't deal with the lose-lose situations you have to go through. I think I need therapy now. Recycling all the same doubts. Heard it a million times. Cause I tell myself all the same lie. Don't go out nearly as much as I should. Barely know the way around my neighborhood. I'm ruminating, I feel no good. Not living life like I know I could. Like I know I could. Like I know I should. Like I know I could. Oh, if you would show me. If you would show me, yeah. If you would show me, yeah, yeah. I had a dream last night. Did everything I never do in real life. I stepped into a room, told everyone to be quiet. Cause I had something to say, blew everybody away. Wear whatever I want. Dressed in a gown, everybody's like, wow, where you going? Nowhere special, just going to the store. I think I'd have it all, tell you I have even more. Picking a plate, being a plate, she is unruly. Never seen her like this, didn't think it existed, no truly. Don't get in her way, she's not here to play, she'll get moody. But don't mistake this girl for being me. Cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. 'cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. Living in my dreams all night. Living in my dreams all night. Living in my dreams. Living in my dreams all night. Living in my dreams. Living in my dreams. She can make all the problems disappear. She could tell you the things you wanna hear. She could read your mind and that she could believe all the little lies to tell yourself at night. Never get it wrong, it's always right. Making the plate, being the plate. She is on a roll. She's on a roll. Never seen it like this. Didn't think it existed, no truly. Don't get in the way. She's not here to play. She'll get moody. But don't mistake this girl for being me. 'Cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. 'Cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. Living in my dreams, 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 liv We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. You like the fast life, you like to drive and get down and dirty, act like the bad guy. You want some love, you like when you feel like caught in a midnight. You got the best of me, you got me losing sleep. I didn't hope for, baby, I was hoping maybe that you crossed my path. I've been sinking lately, and it's hard to move. Think I'm stuck on you. We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wonder, can we trust the stars above to let us know? Let go. We only got this life, no guarantees. The stars align. Follow your passion trail and try to keep an open mind. Hiding by myself, no guarantees you'll find me. Set in perspective, you'll find me, leaving the past behind. We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets. Watch your aura pass me by, losing balance. What if we run out of time and second chances? Empty-handed. I wonder, would you love me better if I go? I'm not home. I wanna know, can we trust the stars above to let us know? Had to grow, but I had a dream last night. Did everything I never do in real life. I stepped into a room, told everyone to be quiet, cause I had something to say. Blew everybody away, wear whatever I want. Dressed in a gown, everybody's like, why, where you going? Nowhere special, just going to the store. I think I'd have it all, tell you I have even more. Picking a plate, being a plate, she is unruly. Never seen her like this, didn't think it existed, no truly. Don't get in her way, she's not here to play, she'll get moody. But don't mistake this girl for being me, cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. Cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. Living in my dreams all night. Living in my dreams all night. Living in my dreams, living in my dreams, living in my dreams all night. Living in my dreams, living in my dreams. She can make all the problems disappear. She could tell you the things you wanna hear. She could read your mind and that she could believe all the little lies you tell yourself at night. Never get it wrong, it's always right. Making the plate, being the plate, she is unruly. She's unruly. Never seen her like this, didn't think it existed, no truly. Don't get in her way, she's not here to play, she'll get moody. But don't mistake this girl for being me, cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. Cause these are dream rules. This is someone else, I'm not myself, no, no. Living in my dreams, 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 living in my dreams.
Islam, 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 Islam. Peace to the Moors. 96th Annual Convention of the Moorish Science Temple of America this week has been a busy one. Islam. So we're going to definitely go into some of our current events. I want to give honors to each and every one of you all who have been participating in convention this week. All right. I want to go ahead and put the link down for our brother chairman to come in, and he will read our divine constitution and bylaws and additional laws. Open us up with the Moorish American prayer, Islam. This is an official Koran class for all of the ills and bays. who have willed their ways to our Father God Allah. Glad to see each and every one of you all coming in. Islam. Apologize about the confusion when I said yesterday that we will be going live. I should have provided you all with the link to YouTube so that everyone can join. I'm glad to see everyone was able to get in and they're coming in so that I know everyone is pretty happy they ain't got to be on camera today. But we're going to definitely still teach for those who did not register for a convention this year. Inshallah, you all will be able to register for a convention next year. I know my husband, Brother Richard Bay, said that the old Moors would say that $1 a day, I believe he said something about $1 a day, would allow the Moors to be able to have enough saved up for their convention. So I'm going to put a challenge out for all the Moors for next year. $2 a day. All right. Moors, if you do $2 to $3 every day, then that can go towards your convention, Islam. So then that way you already have everything you need to register. You'll have everything that you need for a room and boarding. Islam. So with that being said, Morris, we're not going to belabor you all. Let's see. Neil Bay, the link is in the chat for you. Anybody else that want to come up, the link is in the chat as well. Honors, let me get some shout outs before we get started. Want to shout out His Majesty the Magnificent Ill, our brother chairman, Brother A. Griffin Ill, our new Adap Islam, Dr. Queen Neef Channel, that is our assistant grand sheikess, Sister A. Khair Ill Islam, Brother Dwayne Harrington Bey, one of our new adapts, Islam or Brother Lee Muhammad Bey Islam. Thank you for joining. Islam. Brother Richard Neil Bey, of course, Islam. So we are going to get you all to rise and face the east as our brother chairman recite the Moorish American prayer with our divine constitution and bylaws. Islam.
Islam, 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 Moors. As of right now, we'll be reciting the Moorish American prayer. I will ask that all rise, face the east, feet at a 45-degree angle, heels touching, 5 on the left, 2 on the right, and repeat after me. Islam. Allah,
Allah,
the Father of the universe,
Father of the universe,
the Father of love,
Father of love,
truth,
truth,
peace,
peace,
freedom,
freedom,
and justice.
and justice.
Allah is my protector,
Allah is my protector,
my guide,
my guide,
and my salvation.
and my salvation.
By night
By night
and by day,
and by day,
through his holy prophet,
through his holy prophet,
Drew Ali.
Drew Ali.
Amen. Islam, Islam.
Amen. Islam, Islam, Islam.
Amen. I'll be reading from the divine constitution and bylaws. Islam. Salvation. Allah. Unity. Moorish Temple of America. The divine constitution and bylaws. Act 1. The Grand Sheik and the chairman of the Moorish Temple of America.
Are you in the private chat?
is empowered to make law and enforce laws with the assistance of the prophet and the grand body of the Moorish Temple of America. The assistant Grand Sheik is to assist the Grand Sheik in all affairs if he lives according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And it is known before the members of the Moorish Temple of America. Act 2. All meetings are to be open and closed promptly, according to the Circle 7. And love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Friday is our holy day of rest, because on a Friday, the first man was formed in flesh. And on a Friday, the first man departed out of flesh and ascended unto his Father God, Allah. For that cause, Friday is the holy day for all Muslims all over the world. Act 3. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice must be proclaimed and practiced by all members of the Moorish Temple of America. No member is to put in danger or accuse falsely his brother or sister on any occasion at all that may harm his brother or sister, because Allah is love. Act 4. All members must preserve these holy and divine laws, and all members must obey the laws of the government, because by being a Moorish American, you are a part and parcel of the government and must live your life accordingly. Act 5. This organization of the Moorish Temple of America is not to cause any confusion or to overthrow the laws and constitution of the said government, but to obey hereby. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are part and parcel of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians, because these names were given to slaves by slave holders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Drew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites whom inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and parcel of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Temple of America. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Temple of America. Then you are entitled to the name of faithful. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey father and mother and be industrious and become a part of all uplifting of fallen humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant is from your holy prophet, Noble Drew Ali, through the guidance of his Father God, Allah. Noble Drew Ali, founder, Allah, Father of the universe, Father of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation by night and by day through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Amen. Moorish American Prayer. Home office, Chicago, Illinois, USA. Islam, boy. Islam. The great meeting is on. Islam, Asia, Quran question for Moorish Americans. Questionnaire and additional laws for the Moorish Americans by the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Act 1. Grand sheiks and governors and heads of all temples, all businesses, each said temple must be approved by the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali, before acting upon by any members, let it be finance, property, or any line of life that will cause members to sacrifice finance, etc. That will cause the support of any group of members. Any former officer that violates these laws is subject to be removed from his office under heavy restrictions, etc., by the prophet or the grand sheik. Act 2. All members are to attend their ADOT meetings and their public meetings promptly. If a member is found standing around on their meeting period, shall be fined 50 cents on the first case, and on the second, he will be fined $1, which will go on your emergency fund. If a member is working, his monthly dues must be paid. And if he has money in the bank, he must subscribe for as much as he is able to the Moorish Uplifting Fund, because it takes finance to uplift a nation. Act 3. It is lawful and divine duty of every good member, if he is able and financed, to aid me in saving the nation, and if he does not, he is an enemy to the cause of uplifting his own people, and justice must catch you. Let it be he or she, according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, as I have the power invested in my hands, and I will have to enforce the law in order to save the nation. Act 4. All members, while making public speech, must not use any assertion against the American flag or speak radical against the church or any member of any organized group, because we are to teach love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Act 5. All members must promptly attend their meetings and send their children to Sunday school, and the teacher must confirm himself to the questionnaire. And let every member exercise his 5 senses who is able to do so, because out from your Sunday school comes the guidance of the nation. Act 6. With us, all members must proclaim their nationality, and we are teaching our people their nationality and their divine creed, that they may know that they are a part and parcel of this said government, and know that they are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, or Ethiopians. Because these names were given to slaves by slaveholders in 1779 and lasted until 1865 during the time of slavery. But this is a new era of time now, and all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized by the government in which they live and the nations of the earth. This is the reason why Allah, the great God of the universe, ordained Noble Drew Ali, the prophet, to redeem his people from their sinful ways. The Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites who inhabited the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa. Act 7. All members must promptly attend their meetings and become a part and a parcel of all uplifting acts of the Moorish Temple of America. Members must pay their dues and keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Temple of America. Then you are entitled to the name of faithful. Husband, you must support your wife and children. Wife, you must obey your husband and take care of your children and look after the duties of your household. Sons and daughters must obey fathers and mothers and be industrious and become a part of the uplifting of fallen humanity. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love and their bodies clean with water. This divine covenant is from your holy prophet, Noble Drew Ali, through the guidance of his Father God, Allah. Islam, Muslims. Islam, I like to rise and give all my perfect praises to my Father God, Allah, the highest of my honors, to my illustrious noble prophet, Noble Drew Ali. I give high honors to the first supreme grand sheik of the first supreme grand council of the Moorish Temple of America, E. Miliel. I give high honors to the 96th annual convention of the Moorish Temple of America. I give high honors to my temple, home office, temple number 2, and all its official staff, leadership, and my brothers and sisters within the temple, Islam. I give high honors to all Moorish American Muslims across the Asiatic states of North America. I give high honors to the 5 highest principles a man can stand upon, which is love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam, Muslims. It is customary that I take a reading from the Holy Koran of the Moorish Temple of America, divinely prepared by the noble prophet Drew Ali, by the guiding of his Father God, Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen stage of humanity back to the highest plane of life with his Father, God Allah. Islam, Muslims. Now, I actually want to touch on at this moment chapter 1.
Islam.
Islam. And I just want to start with chapter 1, the creation and fall of man. I just want to start with time. Time never was when man was not. Time. Time never was when man was not. Islam. To state in context, Moors, spirit man doesn't deal with time unless he has failed to his fallen stage of humanity. Islam. What's before time? Time never was when man was not. So what does that mean? Man has always been here. So what's before time?
Teach.
Because we know after time, man is here, but in context, that's physical man. But we know spirit man is man too, the real man. Because in this very same chapter, it says, but man himself is not the body nor the soul. The key word is himself. Himself means who are you truly, your true self. The true self is spirit man, not physical man. Continuing on. What's before time according to this very chapter? You don't have to go in the chapter to find this answer out. What's before time? The word literally that's before time is man. The creation and fall of man, then you get time. Fall of man. Everything is on schedule. Time means as a verb to record the time of, and my sister, our sister, Grand Governess K. Glover Air demonstrated yesterday about Tahuti and keeping a record of the time. Time means to also to befall. Islam. Befall means to fall to or to fall into. Also to be assigned to. So you have man before time and after time. But I asked you what was before time. The word man. Man fell into what? Is right on schedule. Man fell into time and was assigned parents and a mission in life that is being recorded in the book of Allah's remembrance of every word, thought, action, and deed. Islam. So whoever falls into time will have proper instructions to complete their assignment. Islam Muslims. So they won't waste their time here on earth. Islam. Before the fall of man is what? In this very same chapter, the same structure. What's before time? The fall of man. What's before the fall of man? The creation. Islam. You don't even have to go into the chapter. It's a whole demonstration on just the title.
Islam. Come on with it.
This is the action took to cause your existence from Elohim and your coming into being before the fall. Before the creation, we have before the word the creation, we have the symbol of one. Chapter 1. Then we have the creation. One means the only. Alone, Islam. And we know Allah is one. It's all in order. It's all in order. Chapter 1. All things are one because one also means, if you do a Google search on the etymology of one, you will see the word unity pop up. Islam Moors, when you are in disunity, you are separate from God, Allah, and in chaos. When man fell, he was assigned a soul and a body from himself, not recognizing himself. Fell into different physical bodies and split up and not in union. Because Allah is one, but when he fell, we spread out into different bodies in this carnal flesh. Now here comes this thing called the personality and the ego. And now you have a choice to recognize if you're going to do the will of Allah or do the will of the Lord self-Islam. Together we stand. Divided we what? We fall. Islam, the fall of man is a battle we must be victorious in. Unity is the state or property of being one. When the Moors come together in unity, the Moors are the most powerful. Where there's unity, there is strength. Islam, unity is oneness with Allah because Allah is one, and coming together creates the presence of God himself. Out of unity comes a unique energy that displays all the attributes of Allah. When you come together, Allah is present, Islam. And when you make a move, Allah moves with you and things get done. Chapter is before one, but chapter goes with one, Islam. Did you know? Did you know, Moors? Google the word chapter, the etymology of chapter. And chapter means...
Come on, Mom, teach.
The word chapter means leader. Did you know that, Moors?
No, sir.
It's not just the beginning of a verse in a book. Chapter means leader.
Islam.
Just taught me
and
something.
Allah is leading on, and victory is sure. Islam. It also means guide. Who is our guide? Allah. It also means chief person. It also means origin. This is the word chapter. Chapter also means source.
Okay.
Islam. Source means the first cause. And we know in the Moorish Science Temple of America, thought is the cause of it all.
That's right.
So chapter 1, the creation and fall of man, time. Everything is in divine order. Islam. Out of one, they say out of many one, but it's firstly out of one come many. One thought.
That's right.
Thought is the cause of it all. But many shall be one again. Islam, Moors. Islam. I have this beautiful 96th annual convention and this special edition of our Holy Quran class. Your brother chairman, A. Griffin L., have demonstrated complete oneness and unity with God Allah. Islam.
Amen.
Represented by the number 9. Brought to you and sponsored by the number 9. Islam. I have demonstrated 9 words also, Moors. And these words are chapter 1. The creation and fall of man. And the 9th word also was time. Islam, Moors. Moors with that. And with that, my time is up. Islam, peace. Happy convention.
Islam.
And I yield to our Grand Governors, K. Governor L. Islam, peace.
Islam. Islam. Praise Allah.
Praise Allah.
We broke down that chapter. Islam. Go ahead and get some of that Nil Bay. Islam. Praise Allah. So if anyone would like to join the panel where we can hear you all at, you can join the panel by clicking on the link. I put the StreamYard link in the chat again for anyone who would like to join the panel. Islam. For anyone who has any questions, you can also type your questions in the chat. You can also type your questions in the chat, Islam. So first I rise, giving all perfect praise to our Father God Allah. I give honors to his holy divine prophet, Prophet Noah Drew Ali. I give honors to everything that our brother chairman has given honors to. I give honors to our 96th annual convention for Moorish Science Temple of America. I give honors To each and every one of you, ills and bays who willed your way to your Father God Allah. Give honors to all of the participants. I give honors to all of our members, official staff, and past, present, and future supporters of Moorish Temple of America. I give honors to my ancestors. I give honors to my parents, and I give honors to my husband, Brother Richard Neal Bay. Moors, I'm going to not be long today, but I am going to share with you all, as you know, normally we have our Quran class throughout the week, and although we are in convention, we still have to have the obligation of Quran class, Islam. So what we're gonna do is all of the attendees for convention. I want to make sure that you all have started to receive the downloads from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as you all are, going through your mighty networks. I want to make sure that you all are receiving the download videos from each day. So if you could quickly put in the chat if you're receiving them, if you're not receiving them, so that we can know who we need to send what to. All right. Want to make sure that everyone is getting copies of our meetings for this week. Islam. Also want to remind everyone that tomorrow we have a ADAP meeting at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's going to be for a few hours after the meeting is over. We'll be coming back for our Holy Night meeting. So if you're not an ADAP or a Sheik, then you will not be allowed to attend the meeting. However, you can attend the Holy Night meeting. Holy Night meeting is open to the public for everyone. So if you didn't register for a convention, you can still attend your Holy Night meeting. Okay. Lastly, before we go ahead and get started here, for the court case. The court case is about 6 documents long, and that's going to take a whole series to do. So I'm going to hold off on the court case. Instead, I'm going to upload the video and send it to you all for the passport. So you're still going to get the passport. The court case, I'm going to let me look back at my calendar. I'm going to do it on a Saturday next month. All of you all who register for convention will be grandmothered in for the court case. Let's see, the weekend of the 18th. The weekend of the 18th, everyone will be able to come in on that series that I'm offering for the court case. For those who said they wanted to come and get that class, I'll have a flyer out. Everyone can register for that class. So again, if you are already registered for a convention, if you're already registered for a convention, you do not have to re-register. You already are grandmothered in to the court case class series. All right. It's going to be on the 18th. Be prepared to be there for several hours. It is extensive, so be prepared. All right, and again, I'm gonna upload the video for the passport, so be looking out for that after we finish this live, because it's still downloading some of your videos. It's still downloading, but I want to make sure that y'all are getting these videos. All right. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get started, y'all. This is again the 96th annual convention. This is our special edition for our Holy Quran class. All right, so I'm going to start off by going in, every week we share current events. Now, we all know about what's going on in the so-called Middle East and that world stage theater that they got going on. They want everybody to spend all of their mind and attention over there when it's really popping off over here. Y'all don't even really understand what's going on over here on these shores of North America. There's a lot that's going on, Islam. So I'm gonna start by playing a video. Well, before I get to the video, because I was really taken aback by like the Associated Press and CNN and all the other media outlets, because they really didn't put this information out at all. It's like they tried to hide it. And then they only did like a few, the story wasn't even long on it, but we're going to get into it. All right. So we're going to share our screen. Of course, they still got the stuff going on with the migrants in Chicago and New York, and they're starting to move out to other places as well, because all the cities want to be able to get, they want to get that money too. So again, y'all, if y'all haven't started to figure out the game is where the money is at. It's in the migrants. So you need to be creating something that is dealing with the migrants, dealing with public security, because that's what their programs are. Public security and the migrants now. At first, it started off at public security, right, with the whole shutdown. And then now they done moved over from public security to the migrants. But now they still have the ongoing, this ongoing thing with the public security. But it's not as much. I haven't been talking about it as much as they've been going in with the whole migrant situation. All right. So I'm going to share my screen so we can get into it. And this is the Associated Press. And this is Little Rock, Arkansas. Arkansas on Tuesday ordered the subsidiary of a Chinese-owned company to divest itself of 160 acres of agricultural land. The first such action under a wave of new laws across the country restricting foreign ownership of farmland. Attorney General Tim Griffin said Northrop King C. Co. has 2 years to divest the property in Craighead County under legislation passed by the majority Republican legislature and signed by GOP Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders earlier this year. Northrop is a subsidiary of Syngenta Seeds, which is owned by China National Chemical Company, or ChemChina, or Chinese state-owned company. We will make sure that every company operating in Arkansas is a friend to Arkansas and good to hard working Arkansans. Saunders at a new conference with Griffin to announce the move. Syngenta said it was disappointed in the state's decision about its land, which the company has owned since 1988. So that means for some of us wasn't even born 1988. All right. Then others, we were just children. 1980. This is how long this has been going on. Since 1988. The company said no one from China has ever directed its executives to buy, lease, or otherwise engage in the land acquisition. Our people in Arkansas are Americans, led by Americans who care deeply about serving Arkansas's farmers. This action hurts Arkansas's farmers more than anyone else, the company said. Concern has been growing in many states about foreign ownership of farmland. Prior to this year, 14 states had laws prohibiting or restricting foreign ownership and investments in private farmland. But that ballooned to 24 states this year as lawmakers in nearly three-quarters of states considered legislation on the topic, according to the National Agriculture Law Center at the University of Arkansas. The enforcement action by Arkansas Attorney General is the first under the wave of new laws, many of which specifically target investments from China, Iran, North Korea, and Russia, said Micah Brown, a staff attorney at the Agricultural Law Center. Historically states that had a law before this year, there wasn't much enforcement, said Micah Brown, a staff attorney at the Agricultural Law Center. Under the Arkansas's law, if a company doesn't divest of the land, the state can take action in court. Griffin did not say whether the state has identified other foreign owned land that would prompt similar action under the new law. The state also fined Syngenta $280,000 for not reporting its foreign ownership under a 2021 state law, which gives the company 30 days to pay the fine. Syngenta said Tuesday the company updated its filing with the U.S. Department of Agriculture after an internal review reflecting the change in ownership and has also filed a copy with the state. Now, for many of us, when we are filling out these forms and we're, creating contracts and applying for this stuff, for many of us that's in this realm, we use foreign addresses. And when I say foreign addresses, what I'm saying is we'll use addresses from different countries. So we're not utilizing addresses within the United States of America. We're utilizing addresses of foreign countries. This is the beginning of changing these laws. Soon, you ain't going to be able to be a foreign business in the United States with a foreign address. You're going to have to utilize some type of, you got to look at it for what it really is. You're going to have to utilize some type of US person to be able, and when I say U.S. person, we all understand what person means. according to their definition, right? So according to their definition, we know person is a trust, right? A person is a corporation. A person is an individual Indian. A person is a sole proprietorship, etc. So we understand that when we say person. Well, what's going to happen is this is the beginning, all right? Because this is Arkansas, the Ark, Islam. We know that Prophet Noble Drew Ali established a Moorish Science Temple of America in 1913 AD, where in Newark, New Jersey. This is the beginning, the origin, Islam. So it's going to trickle down to all the other states. All the other states are going to adopt a similar approach. And the reason why is because the people are saying, look, we don't want this. They didn't already put out, the local news reporters have already started putting out information about Temu and how you shouldn't purchase anything from the company Temu. All right. So it's not going to be long before you start to see these companies that's owned by foreign governments, where they have to either utilize a domestic U.S. partner in order to get their goods and services here, or they're just going to be banned all the way together. Because if we read it, it says that they since 1998, they never put the land and basically in any Americans corporations. Like, they're not doing any business for the benefit really of any Americans, right? They getting paid, they getting a lot of bread, and they sending it back home, where Americans is getting the short end of the stick. So this is going to be all over. Mark my words. Mark my words when I tell you, this is going to be all over. You think it's a coincidence that all of a sudden there was two Asiatics who now receive the status of freedmen into their tribe, the Choctaw tribe? You think it's a coincidence now that you starting to see Europeans with videos saying that the Moors have always been here and this is their home and this is their land? They say the American Indians, or the original American Indians, are us. The Hebrews are us, and we're home, and this is our home. You think that's a cry for help? SOS. I need some aid and assistance, because you are the only ones that can help, and you're the only ones that can save this. We need y'all to wake up, because we know we've been telling y'all forever that you was from somewhere else, but no, you really from here. And we need y'all to wake up. We need y'all to wake up fast, because y'all the only ones that can do something. You know, we gonna do whatever we can do as far as, just trying to keep the business out of here from being able to take over as quick as possible. But when it comes down to it, when we're talking about the land itself, y'all gonna be the only ones to be able to take over the land. Islam. So we look at Prophet Noble Drew Ali and Prophet saying that nothing is going to happen until the Asiatics of North America actually make a change. Nothing is going to happen until we make it happen. The world literally revolves around us. It's sad that many of us don't know who we are. It's sad that many of us don't believe that we're actually a government. But nothing is going to happen until we put it into motion. It says, Sinjetta said Tuesday the company updated its filing with the U.S. Department of Agriculture after an internal review reflecting the change in ownership, and has also filed a copy with the state. You see, they're trying to switch it over real quick. Oh no, we can't lose. We can't lose this. No, we got to get this money. We definitely can't lose this. Not at all. Right? Says Griffin said he had full confidence the company would divest itself of the property and pay the fine, but declined to say whether he has had any conversations with Syngenta. The surge in state laws targeting land ownership by certain foreigners represent a political flashpoint. Then I tell y'all, it's gonna happen everywhere. This is just the beginning. That Brown says stems from some highly publicized cases of Chinese connected entities purchasing land near military bases in North Dakota and Texas. The trek of a suspected Chinese spy balloon. Remember the balloon? Y'all remember the balloon that went from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast a couple months ago? Says the trek of a suspected Chinese spy balloon across the U.S. in February also spurred interest and restrictions in some states. Right? So let's get into the video with Huckabee, Sarah. Let's see, Sarah Huckabee. This is moving slow, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe. When you subscribe, make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you will always get notifications when we go live.
Every time someone tells you they vacation in the same place every year, it should really make you wonder. Why? Travel like you mean it with IHG Hotels and Resorts.
Oh my gosh! It is great to be here this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. It's good to be here with our Attorney General, Secretary Ward, President Hester, and so many of our great legislators from around the state. I have to say this past week has been pretty eye-opening. I, along with every Arkansan, have watched as the events unfolding in Israel. We have watched that in horror and sadness. The details are almost too terrible to describe, especially for someone like me who has had the privilege of visiting the Holy Land and building lifelong friendships with a number of Israelis. But one thing is clear: America's enemies are on the march. They are cunning, they are brutal, and they will stop at nothing to harm America and our allies. We know who our enemies are, not just Hamas and Hezbollah, but a regime in Iran that chants death to America, an authoritarian Russia, and a Chinese Communist Party whose stated goal is to defeat the United States at every turn. Yet for too long, in the name of tolerance, we've let these dangerous governments infiltrate our country. Arkansas will tolerate them no longer. Today, we are becoming the first state in the country to take an action like the one that we are announcing right now. At the beginning of my term, my administration worked with our partners in the legislature to get hostile foreign entities out of Arkansas. I was proud to sign Act 636, sponsored by Senator Johnson and Representative Vaught, banning foreign parties from 9 enemy countries from owning agricultural land in Arkansas. And today, we are acting on that law. I'm announcing that Syngenta, a Chinese state-owned agrochemical company, must give up its land holdings in Arkansas. Syngenta owns 160 acres in Northeast Arkansas, which it uses primarily for seed research. The company that owns Syngenta, ChemChina, is also on the Department of Defense's list of Chinese military companies posing a clear threat to our state. Seeds are technology. Chinese state-owned corporations filter that technology back to their homeland, stealing American research and telling our enemies how to target American farms. That is a clear threat to our national security and to our grape farmers, especially since the Chinese government enacted a law in 2017 requiring Chinese citizens abroad to collaborate with their country's security officials on intelligence work with no questions asked. This isn't about where you're from. We welcome Chinese Americans, Russian Americans, and anyone else who's given up foreign oppression for American freedom. This is about where your loyalties lie. We simply cannot trust those who pledge allegiance to a hostile foreign power. That's why I signed Act 525, sponsored by Representative McKenzie and Senator Boyd, to ban Chinese and Russian-made drones. And it's why I signed Act 758, sponsored by Representative McElendon and Senator Stubblefield, banning public contracts with the CCP. We will make sure that every company operating in Arkansas is a friend to Arkansas and good to hardworking Arkansans. Secretary Ward has already notified Syngenta about this decision. If they refuse to sell, our Attorney General can move forward with legal proceedings and force them to get out of our state. Arkansas will always protect our farmers and our national security interest. I want to thank our legislature for passing this common sense measure, and I want to thank the Department of Agriculture for working so hard on this issue. I will now turn it over to Attorney General Griffin to address his team's next steps. Thank you all.
Thank you all. I want to provide a little context here. I can tell you that the idea that the Chinese government would care about non-military assets is exactly what they've demonstrated over the last few decades. In fact, we had congressional hearings in the late 90s in Washington on dual-use technologies, civilian-related technologies that the Chinese were obtaining from the United States. There is nothing that's off limits for them if they think that it will strengthen them strategically, whether it be related to engineering or the ability to feed their people, which is a challenge for them. We've had some instances and some federal prosecutions in this state that relate to seed technology. And so for those of you who think that this is some sort of outlier, you're wrong. I've been in the military for almost 30 years, and I can tell you one of the consistent themes of the last decade at least has been warnings about the communist Chinese, what they will do and what they are doing. So this is smart and this is strategic. So let me tell you what my role here today is. I've written a letter, which I'll be sending today, to Northrop King Seed and Syngenta, informing them that they have to divest themselves of the land that they have in Craighead County. And they have 2 years, as of about a month ago, a little over a month ago, to do that. If they don't do that, then we can take legal action. I have no reason to believe that they won't do that. Also, back in 2021, the legislature, with very, very forward looking, I will say, for the legislature to pass a law that requires these companies owned by foreign entities to file and disclose. And in this particular case, the latest, the disclosure, the ownership of this land could have been filed was June of last year. It was late. And so under that law, also, I appreciate this, the AG can fine a civil penalty, can fine the company a civil penalty up to 25% maximum, doesn't have to be 25%, but up to 25% of the value of the property. The property in this case is $1.12 million, according to Syngenta's own federal filing. And so I am imposing the maximum fine of $280,000 on the company, and I am informing them of that in the letter as well. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Wes Ward from the Arkansas Department of Agriculture, and the governor and the attorney general have covered pretty thoroughly what's happening today. And so I just want to take a quick moment to echo that and just the importance of Arkansas agriculture, our state's largest industry, and the connection to our national security. So certainly every event that we've had with the governor, with Governor Sanders on a broad range of agricultural topics, she always starts at the beginning of every time that she has had an ag event, the connection between agriculture and our national security. So it is top of mind, obviously, for her, for us at the Department of Agriculture. So we certainly appreciate your leadership, Governor, the Attorney General, and to the members of the state legislature for your partnership and this important topic. So we'll just echo again the importance of agriculture here in the state of Arkansas, the connection to our national security. The case is pretty clear. We've done a thorough review, and we know that there are questions about foreign ownership of agricultural land throughout the United States. We're working actively to make sure that those questions are answered and that we continue to protect our state's largest industry as well as our security, both in Arkansas and across the country. And today, with the governor's help, we're sending a pretty strong message of how important that is and that what will be prohibited in the state of Arkansas. So thank you.
With that, we'll open up, take a couple questions.
Yeah, they have 2 years to divest themselves. I'm not going to talk about anything else that we know that we're not ready to make public. I think they have 30 days to pay the fine. Well, we're looking at all of our options. If they are, we're looking at all of our options. We're not going to go to the extent actors are out of the country. It's hard to physically get access to them. But to the extent they have assets in the state, then we can take legal proceedings against that. So we will, I have full confidence that they're going to divest themselves of the property and they're going to pay the fine.
So, what sort of how do you determine whether something is owned by the Chinese government versus something that's just a foreign national?
What was the process of actually putting this all together?
Many hours of.
It takes a lot of research. In this particular case, it's in their own filings. They say, hey, we own it.
I also think if you look at the parent company, they're very public about the partnership that they have. And so it's a very clear sense in this particular case.
Are there any other state actors or countries that Arkansas that you have concerns about?
We, like the Attorney General said, when we're ready to make public any other areas and people we're watching, but certainly we're always looking and we'll continue to monitor anything that we deem that could be a threat to our state's agriculture industry as well as our national security.
Yeah, I would say, if I
Yeah,
could go,
yeah.
I would say one more thing as it relates to China in particular. Because of the nature of China's government structure, SOEs, as they're called, state-owned enterprises, are a way of doing business. And so the idea that there's all these prosperous, large and growing Chinese companies that don't have ties to the Chinese government, direct ties, that's just not the case. Now, there are varying degrees of ties, but in this case, these are Chinese government owned.
Of course, I'm sure. No surprise about anybody here.
You said before on the electric that was purchased that it had features that explain the cost of it. Can you specify that or elaborate more on what those features are? And the second question I had was on the to-be reimbursement that was put on the original invoice by another staffer. Who authorized the staffer to put that on there? Did you authorize that?
It went through standard protocol for our office on any purchase through the office manager and the team that was requesting the purchase to be made. In terms on specific features, the height of the podium is specific. I don't know if you've noticed, but women are traditionally a little bit shorter than most of our male counterparts. And so that makes a little bit of a difference, but it also incorporates sound components that make it easier to plug in for multiple media outlets at one time to get the best sound quality, I guess, possible for relaying back to TV and purposes of that nature, and a number of other things that I'll let come through in the audit process. Yeah, because I figure if I do, then you would talk about nothing else instead of the important actions that we're actually taking today, which unfortunately is not surprising that while we are focused on things that actually impact our state and impact Arkansans, the media wants to spend all of their time focused on things that frankly don't. Any other questions? Thank you guys, we appreciate it.
Oh, that's it right there. Ah! Oh, man. Oh, the Arkansas is putting in that work. Y'all don't think that all the governors have not combed through all of the foreign businesses that's doing business in their states and that they're not going to all be following the same program? They all following the same program. Remember
Islam.
when I showed you all that the governors, they have annual meetings, and in their meetings they decide what they're going to do as a collective. All right, so yeah, all the governors are geared. So even as a foreign entity, you can go hurry up and try to change what your entity is worth. You can go and try to change what the property is worth, and so, but they didn't already did their research. Yeah. So now that Arkansas has done it, again, it's a continual effect that everyone is going to also do it. All right. So we know that Arkansas was a part of the Confederate States. Right? Wasn't Arkansas a part of the Confederate States of America? Right? So let's look at some of the flags that Arkansas used. And this was from 1861 to 1874 that Arkansas, they claim Arkansas was flying these flags, but these are ancient flags. Yeah, these are ancient flags. These flags have been flying, right? So we have the Confederate battle flags, were carried by soldiers to represent the Confederate States of America during the Civil War. Many of those flags possess unique designs incorporating regimental designation numbers. There were basically 5 pattern types: the Stars and Bars, the Second National, and St. Andrew's Cross, the Hardy design, and the Van Dorn design. The Stars and Bars, right? You got the Stars and Bars. The Stars and Bars, known as the first national flag of the Confederacy. The first national flag of the Confederacy. All right, this is what some of them look like. This is what they look like. All right, and it says the first national flag of the Confederacy consisted of a blue canton in the upper left staff corner with a circle of what? A circle of what? Woo! Let me make this a little bit bigger. A circle of who? Yeah. Oh man, they always put it out there for us, don't they? Islam. So the Stars and Bars, known as the first national flag of the Confederacy, consisted of a blue canton in the upper left staff corner with a circle of 7 through 13 white stars representing each Confederate state. The canton bordered 2 horizontal red bars separated with a white bar. Among the several Arkansas regiments, they used this pattern as the 6th Regiment Arkansas Volunteer. All right. So the 6th Arkansas Volunteer Regiment is this one right here. Let's say 6. Let me go back to it. 6th Regiment Arkansas Volunteer. So this is what it looked like. Says the 6th Arkansas Volunteer was a military unit that served in the Confederate Army from 1861 until its surrender in 1865. The 6th served almost exclusively in the Western Theater and became known as one of the finest units in the Confederate Army of Tennessee. Formed from 10 companies. Formed from 10 companies. Now we know what companies are, right? Don't we know what companies are? Let's get the etymology of company. All right, so a company, large group of people, society, friendship, intimacy, body of soldiers. Literally breed, fellow, messmate. Meaning companionship, consort, or persons one with another. Intimate association is from the late 13th century, meaning persons or persons associated with one another in any way, from the 13th century. In Middle East and Middle English, the word also could mean sexual union, intercourse, 13th century. From the late 14th century, as a number of persons united to perform or carry out anything jointly, which developed a commercial sense of business association. By the 1550s, the word having been used in reference to trade guilds. From late 14th century, meaning subdivision of an infantry regiment. In 19th century, usually 600 to 100 men, commanded by a captain, is from from the 14th century, meaning personal persons with whom one voluntarily associates is from. Expression two companies, two persons are just right for conversation is attested from 1849. The following line varies, but three is none or not. 1849, three's trumpery, three's a crowd. Right? So in this meaning, when it talks about company, of course we know that it's talking about the soldiers, but we also know that it is not just the soldiers. It is a business association, all right, which developed a commercial sense where they would trade in reference to trading guilds. All right. So that's what a company is. So it says that formed from 10 companies on June 10th, 1861, Little Rock, Pulaski County. The 6th Arkansas Infantry consisted of units from Pulaski, Arkansas, Dallas, Calhoun, Okachita, Lafayette, Columbia, and Union counties. The original field officers were Colonel Richard Lyon, Lieutenant Colonel Alexander T. Hawthorne, and Major Dawson L. Kilgore. On June 19, 1861, the regiment marched to Pocahontas, Randolph County, where its training commenced. In July 1861, the regiment joined the 2nd, 5th, 7th, and 8th Arkansas Infantry Regiments and formed a brigade under the Brigadier General William Hardy. Company B and several individual soldiers from other companies declined to transfer to the Confederate Army from state service at this time and were sent home. These soldiers did not want to serve outside of the state and were allowed to leave the unit. The brigade was transferred to Columbus, Kentucky on October 3rd, 1861, and was soon sent to Cave City, Kentucky. Colonel Lyon was killed on October 10th, 1861, when his horse fell from a cliff. Lieutenant Colonel Hawthorne was promoted to colonel to replace Lyon, while Gordon N.P. replaced Hawthorne as lieutenant colonel. The 6th fought at Woodsonville, Kentucky on December 17, 1861, and held its position there until Fort Donelson, Tennessee, surrendered on February 15, 1862. The 6th retreated with the rest of its brigade to Corinth, Mississippi, and in April 1862 fought at the Battle of Shiloh, Tennessee. After the Confederate defeat at Shiloh, the 6th spent several months in Tupelo, Mississippi, before being sent to Chattanooga, Tennessee, in the division of General Patrick Claiborne. On October 8th, 1862, the 6th fought in the Battle of Perryville, Kentucky. After the Confederate defeat at Perryville, It fell back to Tennessee with the rest of the army. While in Tennessee, the 6th and the 7th Arkansas Infantry Regiments were consolidated due to high losses suffered by both units. The 6th then fought at the Battle of Murfreesboro, Tennessee, from December 31st, 1862 to January 2nd, 1863. The next major action that the unit was involved in was the Tahoma campaign in June 1863. Later that summer, the 6th fought at Chickamauga on September 19th, 20th, and finished the year at Chattanooga on November 23rd to the 25th. In 1864, the 6th fought in the Atlanta Company from May to September. On September 1st, the entire unit was captured at the Battle of Jonesboro. The unit was exchanged after 3 weeks in enemy captivity and was reformed in time to fight at the Battle of Franklin, Tennessee, and the Battle of Nashville, Tennessee. The 6th last battle was at Bennetville, North Carolina, on March 16, 1865. Although the Confederates won the battle, the Arkansas Brigade, of which the 6th was a part, had lost so many men that further consolidation was needed. The 1st, 2nd, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 13th, 15th, Dawson's 19th, and the 24th Arkansas Infantries and the 3rd Confederate Infantry were merged into the 1st Arkansas Consolidated Infantry on April 9th, 1865. The Confederate Army of Tennessee, of which the unit was a part, surrendered on April 2nd, 1865. The 6th fought in all of the major battles in the Army of Tennessee and was one of its prize units with the rest of the Arkansas Brigade. They formed the toughest military unit ever from Arkansas. General Hardee expressed this sentiment best in his report about Claiborne's division, saying, "When his division defended, no odds could break its line. When it attacked, no numbers resisted its onslaught." All right, so that is the first. That was the first national flag used and flown by the 6th Arkansas Volunteer Infantry. Okay. Peace, Brother A. McClaudiel. Peace, Brother D. Harrington Bay to the panel. Here it is. We can see that Arkansas is gearing up. It's coming back to get these companies, ain't it? Woo! Arkansas is not playing. They coming for their companies.
Holy. It's holy, son. It's holy here.
Islam. All right. So as Arkansas is gearing up for its companies to get them back, let's take a look at the 6th Arkansas Shiloh flag. Right? Because again, we know Prophet Noble Drew Ali established Moorish Temple of America in Newark, New Jersey. Right? The Ark, the New Ark. Now, when we look at the word Ark, Ark is from Old Northumbrian Ark. Old Northumbrian Ark. Mainly meaning Noah's. mainly meaning Noah's. Now, most of us have been conditioned and trained to believe that Noah Ark was somewhere over
In the Middle East.
in the Middle East.
That's right.
But what was Noah's Ark made out of? What type of wood was it made out of?
Gopher wood.
Gopher wood. Okay.
Uh-oh. She got something for us, y'all.
And where is Gopher wood indigenous to? Where's the location?
Florida.
Florida.
What up, Florida? Florida in the house. Islam. Y'all see why it's important for us to conquer and have temples throughout America?
Man, look.
Each area is ancient with mounds, with our ancient forefathers waiting on for us to come and just tap in and be about that work.
Islam.
Florida, I always call that. What I always call Florida, Empress?
Africa.
That's my Africa, y'all. Every time I go there, I have definitely great downloads if I'm there longer than a week. Yeah. Florida, the ancient ones definitely going to deal with you.
Islam.
Stay there long enough to get that weather to change on you, where it's raining 1 minute, then the next minute is so beautiful. Everybody's out, ready to go to the beach, to the lake. Then, dang, where'd that come from? Florida.
Florida.
Living around that water.
That's that gopher wood.
Talk to us.
So it says, but also the Ark of the Covenant, the coffer holding. Remember the word coffer.
Okay.
The coffer holding the tablets of the law and the sanctum sanctorum. Now, in general, as a coffer, a box, laid also sometimes in Middle English, the breast or the chest, as the seat of emotions. From the Nokoan sense comes the extended meaning, place of refuge, as the name of a type of ship or boat. In 19th century U.S., especially a large, flat bottom riverboat to move produce, livestock, etc. to market. Oh, man. Come on now, y'all.
Oh, man.
What? A coffer is a ship.
Oh, man.
A coffer. What? Huh? A coffer, a ship. Where they hold the coffers at? Don't they got coffers that they hold down at the county recorder of deeds? Don't they have coffer accounts where they hold all of the ships? Ain't that where they holding all the ships?
Islam.
Islam.
Teach.
Wasn't you birthed through your mother's canal?
Islam, praise the Most High.
Citizenship.
Y'all, they play with us all the time right in front of our face. Right, but this didn't happen until when? The 19th century, the 1800s. What happened to us in the 1800s? The 1800s was the end for the pale-skinned European to be a slave. Remember, the pale-skinned European woman didn't get her freedom until 1910 through the Mann Act. But the pale-skinned European man, he received his freedom by way of the 14th Amendment. Islam. That's how he received his rights as a U.S. citizen. Do you not understand that there wasn't even such thing as the United States until then? It was the United States of America. The 14th Amendment created the United States, or what we know as the U.S. Islam. And that wasn't even ratified.
Islam. Islam.
Woo! That wasn't even ratified. So you got these coffers, these ships, these vessels, which is ark, right? And we seeing what Arkansas is doing with these vessels. Arkansas is saying, look, if you ain't docked your ship here off of the water onto the land of America for the benefit of Americans, you gotta go. Exactly, Brother D. Harrington Bay, you gotta go. You gotta know what is so funny about this is these ain't even Americans that's doing this, y'all.
That was my first thought when you start. When I seen it, I said, "These ain't even us doing it."
Man, these not even Americans. They are utilizing contract law to do it. They're utilizing it as corporate citizens to get other corporate citizens gone. We don't want you here. We don't like your business. You got to move around. Here it is. Us. We shall overcome. We shall overcome one day. We shall overcome one day. Deep down in my heart. Yeah, we gonna keep believing that we shall overcome one day. What is wrong with us? Dad, go on. What is wrong with us? The ark is on the move. Literally, the ark is on the move. Islam. So when you look at when we take a look at Arkansas, and we look at this flag, this. Let me get back to this flag. We look at this flag of Shiloh. The Shiloh flag. We know that with the ark and the vessels, the thing that Arkansas is saying that you gotta get rid of your seeds. It says seeds is a technology. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear when Sarah Huckabee's song just said that the seeds was a technology? Was I the only one? Because
I
she
heard it
said,
loud and clear.
and she said seeds was a technology. I was like, okay, y'all really giving it up, because we've been saying that we was Oh man. They had the fact checkers out on us. We had people trying to dox us. Had people, they was taking down all the videos, but soon as they get to start saying, nah, that's a technology, it ain't even food. Mm-mm. It's not food, it's technology. Y'all better wake up, y'all better start growing y'all own food. It said the seeds is a technology, it's not food. Wake up.
Islam. I remember being in prison, and they was going through with them Chinese people. The Chinaman who made those patties, they say, he said he ain't know that the United States was gonna be feeding it to human beings because it wasn't for human beings. It wasn't real. It was for the animals to make it grow fast, rapidly. Islam.
Them soybeans.
Soybeans giving everybody stomach cancer.
Soybean. Said it ain't food, it's technology. Daggone. Y'all know almost everything got soy in it today. Go look at the boxes in your cupboards, and you're gonna see soy. That's not real food, that's technology that America don't own. No, they ain't got no copyrights on that technology. They don't got no trademarks or registration marks on that technology. So they're saying you gotta go. You don't want to let us in, dude. You gotta go. Cause we can use our own food. Matter of fact, we've been dealing and using our own food for a long time. You know how long ago they've been using their own food? I'm gonna show you. See, there was a program that they came out with. Right? Y'all know this program? Y'all know what this program is? The program they call WIC. Right? The special supplemental nutrition program for women, infants, and children is an American federal assistance program of the Food and Nutrition Service of the United States Department of Agriculture, the USDA, for health care and nutrition of low-income pregnant women, breastfeeding women, and children under the age of 5 as a part of child nutrition programs. Their mission is to be a partner. So you are partnering up with women and children. Listen, y'all. Their mission is to be a partner with other services that are key to childhood and well-being. WIC serves 53% of all infants born in the United States. All right, so how did WIC come to be? History. An amendment to Section 17 of the Child Nutrition Act of 1966 was passed on September 26, 1972. Sponsored by Senator Hubert Humphrey of Minnesota, established the Special Supplement Food Program for Women, Infants, and Children. As WIC was operating in 45 states on October 7, 1975, WIC was established as a permanent program. A permanent program, WIC. W-I-C. WIC didn't just start in 1966, y'all. No. See, that's what they tell us. They tell us that WIC started in 1966, but I got WIC starting way before then. Way back when. Back in the day. Right? See, I got WIC starting all the way back to this company right here. the WIC company, the Dutch West India Company. Yeah, that's when I got WIC starting, all the way back then. I mean, ain't that WIC? Ain't that WIC?
Islam.
Islam. Islam. This is WIC right here. You know, they told us that it was. You know, they told us that this company is dissolved. It's no longer in business. It ain't in business under this charter anymore. You know, they didn't switch charters. It says the Dutch West Company, or WIC, was a charter company of Dutch merchants as well as foreign investors, formerly known as GWC, Chartered West India Company. Among its founders were Rainer Paul, William Uselnix, and Jesse DeForest. On the 3rd of June, 1621, it was granted charter for a trade monopoly in the Dutch West Indies. Well, where is the Dutch West Indies? Anybody? Anyone know where the Dutch West Indies is? Woo! Y'all don't know what the Dutch West Indies is? Let me show you. Because they putting it right here in front of us all the time. The West Indies. The West Indies. Including part of Virginia. North Carolina. East Florida. South Carolina. West Florida. Georgia. Louisiana, and the Gulf of Mexico, with part of the coast of South America, from the Bay of Honduras to the mouth of the river Orinoco. From the latest and best authorities and actual observations, this is the Dutch West Indies. This is it right here. This is it. Man, we got played. We got played, y'all.
Like a fiddle, this long.
It's long. We been getting played for a long time. Dutch West Indies. Wow. Well, we've been letting them play us, y'all. I'm gonna put this link in the chat so everybody can check it out when you want to, and you need to go back and reference. That's right. The Dutch West Indies, daggone. And the company was a company who was granted a charter for a trade monopoly. A trade monopoly in the Dutch West Indies by the Republic of Seven. By the Republic of Seven, United Netherlands. And given jurisdiction over Dutch participation in the Atlantic slave trade, Brazil, the Caribbean, and North America. Y'all don't understand what the Dutch West Indies is. It's all of it. Y'all forget, or do y'all remember that at one point in time, Virginia was actually everything west of the Appalachian? Y'all remember that?
Islam.
Islam. So when we see this Dutch West Indies company, and we see this modern company called WIC today that's taken over to feed women and children. They're saying that this is the father. All these women and children. So if you are on WIC, if your children has ever participated in the WIC program, know that their father, their grandfather, we're going to do the genealogy, their great-great-great-great-grandfather is the Dutch West Indian Company. Okay? Yeah. That's who that's who these people are. But no, how did WIC really become how did WIC get back into how they get back into business? Because they said that the Dutch West Indian Company was defunct in 1792. See, no, they ain't stopped doing business in 1792. They just went under another business name. All right. And we got to go and got to find out, well, which programs were they using? Well, one of the programs that I know that they came under was the U.S.A, right? Who created this U.S.A? And I love the Moors, but the Moors, y'all got to let this guy go, because this man right here has caused so many problems. He just caused so many problems to us. And I know I know the Moors love him. They love him dearly. But we got to give him up.
Abraham Lincoln.
Come on now, because he ain't never been for us. He just ain't. No. There is nothing that shows me. And I'm willing to I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to reason. I'm for all of that. If anybody can show me the greatness of what this man did, because from our understanding, the proclamation, let's see, May 15 on his birthday. On his birthday, y'all. Come on his birthday. Stop playing. Stop playing. This is the USDA website, right? The U.S. Department of Agriculture. Okay. Y'all remember in the book of Genesis, you had Adam and Eve. And Adam and Eve was created to do what? To till the land, right? That was their whole purpose. Was to till the land, because they didn't have any other, says they didn't have no other man to do it. So that's what he was created for, was to till the land. Right? So we came through and we said, okay, we're going to create the United States of America so that these people can actually have a government. We can have an insurance company. So if they mess up, we can always come back. We still got our business going on. And we'll be able to, recoup on the back end with the insurance. Cool. But they keep changing the name and the purpose for which it was created. So 1776, right? We got the United States of America, then we got their independence. We teaching them how to be a government. We working with them. Here they come, they double back. And 1824, they're going to go and create a federal government under Washington. Now, after the war, 1812, they come back and create this whole federal government. Then you got what else? You got the Organic Act of 1871, when these people go and create the territorial jurisdiction of Washington, D.C. All right, so now they say, we're going to take over the territories. And under the territories, we're going to control all of the water. It's in the Organic Act, it says everything that flows through the River Potomac. And with this water, we'll set up these districts with these federal U.S. district courts to be able to control our maritime territory. So that's all of our possessions, that's all of our trusts, that's all. But if we go back, they still needed the land. They still had to have a position on the land. So how they get a position on the land? Abraham Lincoln, 1862. This dude right here. May 15, President Abraham Lincoln signed legislation to establish the United States Department of Agriculture. Not the United States of America. If you the president of the United States of America, why would you create a proclamation for the United States? Again, I have not seen anything that this man has done that's been on the behalf of the heirs of this land. I have not seen it yet. I keep giving out the call. I want somebody to teach me and show me. I still have not seen it yet. This man tried to push greenbacks on us. Greenbacks was not backed by any gold or silver. It was nothing more than just another Federal Reserve debt note. I mean, this guy right here. It says that, and 2.5 years later, in his final message to Congress, Lincoln called USDA the People's Department. Through our work on food, agriculture, economic development, science, natural resource conservation, and other issues, USDA has impacted the lives of generations of Americans. Of course, you had 150. This back in 2012 was 150 years. We had 163 years now? 161 years? That's a lot of generations. And we wonder how was it in the around the 1865 onward, we got into a situation where we stopped owning our land. Taking on these seeds. Participating in these programs through the USDA. Another program that the USDA got, that they've been ruling us with. The USDA also has this other program called the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP, formerly known as the Food Stamp Program. Well, the reason why it stopped being the Food Stamp Program is because they didn't want to pay the stamp tax anymore. Literally. We ain't paying this stamp tax no more. Y'all remember the food stamps? Remember we used to get them in the books? Had all the different colors. Had purple, yellow. They had like a brown one. Red. Y'all remember orange? Matter of fact,
yeah, you used to get the book. I love the book. Go get all the food you want with the book. Yeah, mama,
when
give me
you look at this logo,
Islam. Hey, I used to love food stamps so much, y'all. I traveled from here to California, and I had about $2,000 worth of stamps on me. I said, I'm good. Hey, that card get you caught up, but some stamps, boy, I used to go in the club, everybody pulling out money. While they pulling out money, I'd be like, man, I got books of food stamps. What up? Fat boy trying to eat.
That them stamps was real stamps. That card will get you caught up. But them stamps was real stamps. Okay, look. If you got I know it was some more. It had to have been a more who got locked up, put some paperwork in, and got off with some food stamps. You ain't telling me. Y'all not telling me that this is not the reason why they switched it over. They changed it from stamps to SNAP benefits. Y'all know stamps is real money. Stop playing.
It's definitely making sense because I can remember it used to be a big thing about marijuana and hemp. But soon as those ones start thinking, whether they were Rasta, indigenous, more science, and everybody start finding ways around it. Now it's recreational in almost every state. So keep thinking and open up the box. Islam.
Man, look, y'all know that stamps is the real deal. What's that? Title 18 stamps. Title 18 stamps. Whew. Let's go to Title 18 stamps. Title 18 U.S. Code Section 501 postage stamps, postage meter stamps, and postal cards. Postage stamps. Whoever forges or counterfeits any postage stamp, postage meter stamp, or any stamp printed upon any stamp envelope or postal card or any die plate or engraving thereof, or whoever makes or prints or knowingly uses or sells or possesses with intent to use or sell any such forged or counterfeit postage stamp, postage meter stamp, stamp envelope, postage card, die plate, or engraving, or whoever makes or knowingly uses or sells or possesses with intent to use or sell any paper bearing the watermark of any stamp envelope, a postcard, or any fraudulent imitation thereof, or whoever makes a print or authorizes to make a printed, any postage stamp, postage meter stamp, stamp envelope, or postal card of any kind authorized or provided by the Post Office Department or by the Postal Service. Now remember, you would get your postage stamps how? How would you get your postage?
In the mail.
In the mail. They sent it to you.
I used to have to be on guard for ours.
You had to be on guard. People would steal your stamps out your mailbox.
Then it went from that where they had to take it and start sending it to the currency exchange, and you had to pick them up from the currency exchange here.
And that was all over.
Yeah. Oh, it was. Because they was, everybody, if you wasn't out there, they grabbing your stamps. Those stamps gone.
At the first of the month.
And it's certain days for everybody according to the letters. Your last name. So like from like the beginning of the month, it was certain people all the way from A to Z. So everybody with stamps always bumping around throughout the month. You know how like now in the state of Illinois, it's about after the 15th, seem like it's not a lot of anything moving around, and everybody's trying to hold on to everything that they get. But back then, according to your last name, so it was always some stamps moving around.
Definitely. And the one who has the authority to bring up any infractions, any laws that's broken about the stamps is the Postmaster General.
Uh-oh. But now, you got some brothers out there teaching that we don't want to deal with the postmaster. And if you're dealing with the postmaster, that's going to make you an agent. So if you can, speak on that a little bit too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I can't. Yeah. I cannot.
Mainly since you are in Facebook, because the brothers that was trying to teach this to me were on Facebook as Moorish nationals. They said you cannot be a postmaster. To be a postmaster would make you an agent.
An agent of what though? Because the post office and the Postmaster General was created before the United States of America. So
Right.
Of what?
That's right.
Of who? Of what?
That's right.
See, I can't. I really cannot. I cannot do it. They're saying you got an echo, so mute one of your devices.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got the your man Abe, and it's funny because the food stamps had the colors of this logo, the SNAP logo. Had every color except for only color that's missing right here is yellow. The only color that they're missing is yellow. But they still put it right there in front of our face, y'all. They still put it right there, and they telling us that all of this, them taking the land, them making us Negro, black, colored, African American, and they telling us none of it is real. No, they telling us ain't none of it's real. Right? I found the yellow logo for the SNAP program. We've been using it. We've been using it. A lot of us been using it, and we ain't realized it. But we gonna realize it today because we. Woo!
Wow, it was long.
We've been using it. Snapchat is an American multimedia instant messaging app and service developed by who? Snap Inc. By Snap Inc. Initial release was 2011. Says one of the principal features of Snapchat is the pictures and messages are usually only available for a short time before they become inaccessible to their recipients. Now, if you get SNAP benefits, aren't you a recipient?
Islam, SNAP recipient. Islam.
Woo! Man, y'all better tell these people stop playing with us. Tell them to stop playing with us. We tired of the games. We've been tired of the games. They put it right here in our face. They telling us what it is. It says Snapchat, the app has developed from originally focusing on person-to-person photo sharing and presently featuring users' stories of 24 hours of chronological content along with Discover, letting brands show ad-supported short-form content. It also allows users to store photos in a password-protected area called My Eyes Only. It has also reportedly incorporated limited use to end-to-end encryption, with plans to broaden its use in the future. Snapchat was created by Evan Spiegel, Bobby Murray, and Reggie Brown, former students at Stanford University. It is known for representing a model-first direction for social media and places significant emphasis on users interacting with virtual stickers and augmented reality objects. You know what's so crazy when I'm thinking about Snapchat? Snapchat basically, you know what? That is crazy because most of the people I know on Snapchat actually receive Snap benefits. And they always put in their not on Snapchat because they believe, oh, well, you know, I could flex on Snapchat. I could put all of my lower nature self stuff on Snapchat because it's going to be gone within 24 hours. I kid you not. Go on Snap. If you got Snapchat, go on Snapchat right now and look at how many people that you know that's on Snapchat that receive Snap benefits. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane.
Facts. You know, it's funny that you say that because it's so degrading how they use Snapchat. Most people in the community that I know say that all the sisters on there are selling themselves the $40 hollers. So of course they definitely getting the EBT card every month. Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, Snapchat is $40 holler females. Miguel and Miguel probably heard about it. He know, you know, somebody in here know.
It can't
$40
make this
hollers.
up. Snapchat and yeah, I got a Snapchat, but I don't even use Snapchat.
You always say that, but I be telling you that hey, they on there letting it go for $40.
Because they feel like, oh, you know, it's only going to be up there for 24 hours. So I can just go on there and be as low nature as I want to be.
Exactly. It's all by program.
Man, this is program. This is crazy.
CIA programming.
Oof. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Facebook, all these social medias definitely been approved by the CIA.
Tag on. Woo! And to let you know that it's approved, they always put it in the programming. Where did we see this SNAP, this USDA SNAP program also? Where did we see it at? Where we've all been programming. We don't even realize that we was programmed in it. Another place we seen it at was this right here. Yeah, we've also seen it here.
Thanos.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Whew.
Somebody give me some science to this.
Man,
Teach me, brothers and sisters. What we got going on here? What's this?
and they put us in the trick bag for real.
Okay.
They really put us in the trick bag. The Thanos snap. Dang, gone. They said that the Thanos snap ain't real. They said it's not real. That's right, Miguel. They said Thanos snap that NPR. NPR said
What my brother
science.
Miguel say? What'd he say?
That's my little big sister right there. Science shows a massive Marvel plot hole. Thanos couldn't have snapped with a glove. It says science said that Thanos snap ain't real. They got us believing that this stuff is real. The Civil War, not real. It was the Great Rebellion. And it had nothing to do with us being freed from slavery. The WIC program through the U.S.A.
You know, it's something funny.
Through their agent, Abraham Lincoln.
Check it out, though. But we got some of our own people who tell us that those programs are your programs. Take that money. That's your money. You know, like they really getting something. They're giving you pennies. They're
Pennies
giving
on
you
the dollar.
crumbs. Yes.
Pennies.
So
and then they teach. They're not even teaching you. See, you can actually get the food something. You can get the food the food voucher without being under the SNAP program.
Now you teaching. A lot of cyber citizens they might want to hear that talk right there. Those who call themselves autonomous might want to hear that. Now that's some teaching.
Yeah, you can get it without participating in the SNAP program. The SNAP program is to put you in the illusion. The WIC program is to put you in the illusion. They always give you a way out. You can contract the way you want to contract. But man, we want to stay on this vessel. We want to get rocked to sleep. Even they're telling us that scientifically the Thanos snap ain't real. Says if you ever seen the Marvel movie Avengers Infinity War, you probably recall the scene where antagonist Thanos has all the Infinity Stones in his metal glove, and with the snap of his fingers, he wipes out half of the population of the universe. That scene sparked some off-camera drama at Georgia Institute of Technology, where biophysicist Saad Bomla was skeptical about the realities of snapping with a glove on.
Now, as you're saying that, you know what I thought about everything we just went through with all these people we just lost?
Yep.
Taking that shot. I mean, athletes in great shape, having heart attacks and dying. Et cetera, et cetera. Remember the grandbaby lost her eyesight?
They got
we went
us
through that. We
believing
just went
that
through that.
it's real because they got us believing that it's real. And it's not real. Science proved that it ain't even real. But we keep participating. Prophet Noble Ali came to wake us up to prove this show and prove to us that it ain't real. And we still want to participate in it.
See, I'm one of those ones. We got to start thinking. A lot of people are not thinking. They're thinking in the box. It's the get along program. I just want to be a little better than what I am today. You see what I'm saying? But it's okay to be a slave to these people. It's still, no, 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 and no. One thing your brother taught me many years ago, he said, look, bro, you got to learn to invest in you. Quit being cheap with you. Islam.
Islam. Yeah. Oh, man. It said that I was like, whoever Bomla is, he sound like me. He said, I was like, no way can that Thanos snap with that infinity gauntlet.
Oh, that's
He
our
said,
boy. He
I
definitely
bet
been
like the
defending.
softness of our skin has something
He
to
on the
do
West
with
Coast.
it.
West Coast more in the house. Islam.
Islam. Yeah, this is crazy. Said scientifically, there's no way. It is impossible. Daggone, y'all, we've been, ooh. Look at this. Bomla, a co-authored a newly study of finger snapping that was published last week by who? By who? The Royal Society.
Mm-hmm. Our enemies.
Exactly. And they still got to tell us the truth. He says the sound of snapping is fairly easy to explain. If I snap my fingers, the sound is originating when our finger actually slams into the fleshly part of your thumb or your hand, he says. But Blomla and his team wanted to know more about the physics involved, so they put sensors on their fingers and then snapped with rubber gloves on, with lotion on, and with metal thimbles on their fingers. As they tested the different variables, they filmed high-speed videos. After analyzing the footage, the scientists determined that skin-to-skin friction along with the compressibility of our fingers is key to generating the motion. Meaning you gotta be real. Ain't no artificial nothing creating nothing in this reality. Thought be the cause of it all, and it starts and ends with us.
That's right. It's all in the energy. All in the thought.
Whew.
We are our own creators, right?
Come on now.
Ills and bays, right?
Come on.
Goddess.
Wow. Woo! Man, they done got us, y'all. They got us. They got us good. That's all right. We getting our lick back. Today. Said which means it won't work in a metal glove. Sorry, Thanos. They also found that the whimsical ability of snapping is really, really fast. The angular accelerations are about 1.6 million degrees per second square. You know what? Again, I always gotta say, shout out to my brother Roy Bay, who said, you know what, Sheikas? These people got a school where they study everything on the planet Earth. He ain't lied yet.
It's wrong, but you know what? I always thought the old Moors during the time of the prophet studied everything as well. I always thought that they got those thoughts from us. Yeah. And I mean, I don't have the proof to stand on it, but I truly believe that those old Moors, they knew a lot, and they was able to show and prove a lot. Islam. And I mean, from there now you got CIA, and they got all these different departments, the FBI, and they got all these different departments. But before all of that, you had the Moorish Science Temple of America, and the prophet said he had detectives everywhere. So that was all intel then. and he had an intel department for the Moorish Science Temple of America, Islam. So, I truly believe our elders knew a lot, and that was on us to put that same thought back out here and move on it. Islam. I don't want to take over. Islam.
No, you good, you right.
Yeah, and move on that energy, because a lot of them died they just knew. What good is it to know all this information about the earth, to know all this information about yourself, and you did your genealogy, and then you still Negro, colored, and black in how you're still living daily. You see?
That's right.
So I think a lot of us, we have the information, but there's no application to the information. So it's still no. So
That's
you're
right.
still caught up in the illusion.
That's right.
Islam.
So yeah, we taught them how to study everything, right? Let's look at the book of Genesis, 2nd chapter, verse 19 says, "And out of the ground the Lord formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them into Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof."
Come on now.
In order for Adam to actually give him a name, Adam had to study the behavior of each entity.
That's right. He ain't just blobbing out, blobbing, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Adam was in school. We taught Adam. We've been teaching them. We've been teaching them. Islam. That's right. Let's see what the chat is saying. All right, Sister Akayer said, "Wow." World Class said, "I don't have a Snapchat." Kael said, "Video games." World Class said, "That's my little big sister." Kachita Ill, Mr. Ford said, "Lo, the colors of the stones in the act of snapping." That's right. Our brother, His Majesty the Magnificent Ill, says depopulation. Mr. Kaya Ill said exactly. Mr. Ford, lo, Space Stone. Its owner can be in multiple places in the universe or even nowhere. It teleports anything from one point in the universe to the other. This is known as space folding. Te al Maka. He said, in Sufism, some Sufis such as Sumjanu or Sumjanu, look y'all, Baba, are known to have implemented multiple locations. Lo, the time stone from the beginning to the end of time, any moment is accessible or visible to its owner. It can also speed up, slow down, or locally reverse the passage of time. And Sufism is known as time dilation, or opening a pocket of time within time. Mind corresponds to God's names, the all-knowing, Al-Alim, the name belonging to his attribute of knowledge, plus the all-aware, Al-Kabir, soul in the sense of spirit, or the difference between life and death, that which animates the physical body that falls under the divine attribute of life, Haya in the name, the living. World Class says, so name calling is an ancient power. Facts. Which means what name we call is ancient history too, right? Exactly. Been calling names. Been creating. Been teaching them to study. So yeah, y'all, if Arkansas is doing this, then I don't see what is the issue for us to be able to implement as the Asiatic states of America our own grievance and restitution. So we put together, let me see, where is that? We put this together, and we've been calling on brothers and sisters to assist with creating a way for us to receive compensation for restitution in our grievances. And the crazy part about it, y'all, you know what's so crazy about it? It's literally like a handful. It's only been a handful of Moors who actually want to do anything. Like, Moors really still talking about they need real freedom, need true freedom. We shall overcome one day. We gonna get our freedom because the prophet said, and here it is. And you got foreigners. Y'all know how crazy that look? We got foreigners that's using corporate law to tell other corporations, you got to get out of here. We don't want your SNAP benefit seeds no more. We don't want your technology. We got our own technology. We don't need you. So it's the Asiatic Nation Historical Claims for Redress and Grievance. Right? We have all of these injustices that we go through. Executive summary. We, the Moorish Americans, descendants of Moroccans born in America, are the Moorish people, also known as the Asiatic Mauritanian races / American Indian misnomer, organic people of America, indigenous Americans. Do hereby submit this claim of arbitration for redress and grievance against who? Against who? The United States. Because that's who's still working through the program with WIC, which is the Dutch West East India Company, who got that charter through the crown. We not playing. We not playing at all with these people. No. Says against the United States and all derivatives, departments, parties, and administrations thereof. We were forced into slavery from 1779 through 1865 during a time of genocidal, ethnocidal slavery, because we stopped honoring our forefathers' divine creed and principles of Islam by taking on the faith and religious agrarian society of Catholicism, Christianity, which put us into admiralty contracts of the Christian territorial trading posts in its franchisee districts. We tore ourselves away from the royal realm of Allah, the great universal governor of the world, in which we lost our protection that we possessed since the beginning of time. We trace ourselves back through the ages of time, ratified by the seal of each true and divine prophet of Allah. Whereas the seal of each true and divine prophet of Allah is the lifeline in each hand, reconnecting us back to the first physical man. Through the misuse, unauthorized hand in seal, we went from the beneficiaries of our forefathers' Thyself estate to modern day peasant farmers. We were put under the subjugation of the badges of slavery known as Negro, Black, Colored, African American, Indian, Transhuman, and Transsexual, of whom we're in our property associated of the chartered companies. And you got a list of the companies. It's a lot of them, y'all. Got a lot of them. A lot of them. So yeah. Well, while everybody's still out marching, we're marching on the Zion. While everybody's still out marching, we shall overcome. While everybody is still out marching on the picket line with the picket signs, for those who is ready to put this work in, please feel free to reach out to us. I'm going to put the link in the chat again. Along with our phone number. Because we ready to move. We're not marching no more. Yeah, we're not marching no more. We're not hoping and wishing anymore. No, we manifested this. It's already here. It's done. Prophet Noble Drew Ali said in the Moorish literature, he said in the Moorish literature, let me pull it up here. Number 41, to all governors, grand sheiks, and head officials of temples, by order. This is a law that we have to follow. By order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, has said the following thing during this our very first convention. Prophet Noble Drew Ali said that the Moorish Science Temple of America was organized to play a useful and divine part in the advancement of the sacred obligation of American citizenship, as the Moorish Divine National Movement was founded for the uniting of the Asiatic states of North America on May 1st, 1916. As this will have been our very first convention and most interesting one ever held in the city, it was featured by delegates from 15 different states, from local branch temples and subordinate temples, which have been established for the uplifting of fallen humanity. We, the Moorish Science Temple of America, are giving out a call to unite the Asiatic states of America. That is our confederation. Moorish Divine and National Movement is our political party. Moorish Science Temple of America is our body politic and corporate agrarian society. If you'd like more information, again, reach out to us. Our web address is www.mstahohr805.co. Our number is 877-808-2477. Extension 101 is my extension. Extension 103 is Brother Arnell Bay. There's other extensions on the line as well. If you hear a name you want to speak with, call that number, hit that extension so you can speak to us directly. Okay? Man, y'all, it's time. It's time. And if we don't do it, who else gonna do it for us? So we're gonna be talking about another 5-10 years from now. Oh, they let all the migrants come over here and took all our jobs. We ain't got no jobs no more. They gave the migrants protective status. What do you think you come on, y'all? We're home. Right. Right, world class. Why we gonna march? We already home. I've seen it with my own eyes. More still marching. Seen it with my own. Seen it with my own eyes. It's an unfortunate. All we gotta do is just be ourselves. I keep telling Moors to do their genealogy. Your genealogy is gonna show that you are from here. That you home. Islam. That's right, world class. Islam, Crip Jesus in the building. Islam, our sister Shamir Ill. Yeah, y'all, let's get this work. Y'all, are we gonna continue to just, have these eloquent speeches about how great we feel and knowing that Prophet Noble Drew Ali woke us up and told us that we have a nationality and birthrights, or we're going to actually utilize our nationality and birthrights? Anytime you got foreigners doing it just by utilizing corporate law, come on, y'all. And we the heirs? This is our land. This is our home. And they telling us this. Because they're like, we need help. It's foreigners coming over here and taking over everything like you not a foreigner. Islam, y'all. We're going to end this. I want to say honors again to each and every one of you all who came out. Go back. Listen to this. This was a really good build. This was an awesome build. Yeah, the snap benefits, boy. That Thanos snap. It says scientifically, Thanos snap ain't even real. I ain't never felt. I keep telling everybody I wasn't feeling that thing. Miguel, remember I said I was mad at the Avengers, and I was like, man, they. I just didn't like Marvel. I didn't like the direction Marvel was going in. Like something in my deep down in my spirit was not feeling Marvel. It said scientifically that Thanos snap is not real. Only way you can have that is you got to be a part of the human family. So with that being said, y'all, we will be back here again tomorrow. We have ADAP meeting at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to get in. We're going to get out. For those who are registered, we will have the series for the how to start your court case through utilizing your own court on the common law side. That's going to be on the 18th of November. So be on the lookout for that flyer. I already have your name. You are already on the list. You are grandmothered in. You will not have to pay anything to get into that class. All right, we have Holy Night meeting tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure y'all come out and support your Holy Night meeting. That's right. The world class. Look at Marvel Now. Yo, I know Stan Lee. I know Stan Lee is turning in his grave. Like, y'all done took Marvel and made it straight garbage. When they murdered Professor X and Wolverine like that for no apparent reason, we knew that we was dealing with some rogue agents that are ruthless and do not care. Anytime you would take great depictions of superheroes and murder them like lifelessly for no reason, like that was crazy. The way they did it. I can't get with Marvel. Now I know that the Thanos, scientifically, the Thanos snap can't even be. Come on now. Y'all just capping over there at Marvel. But I digress. Y'all check us out. Make sure that if you haven't, make sure you like, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, make sure you hit that bell so you always get notifications when we go live. With that, we gonna definitely end this. I enjoyed the time with y'all today. Peace and love.
Protecting my peace for so long, a little too good, now I'm so low. Watching reruns of the same shows, almost everybody on my no-show. Even with green lights I don't go, never been sure, no I don't know. How does everybody has to let go of the ego? Don't go out nearly as much as I should, barely know the way around my neighbor.